Right. Sweet.
Fuck you.
Hey.
It's a Pubcast. It's a Pubcast. It's a Pubcast.
Live from Blossoms HQ.
Before I start, I just want to say I'm sorry, Neil. Hi guys.
Sorry, it was an intrusive thought that took over. That wasn't that good. I thought it got
it's
quite
quite
loud
good.
today,
It's
haven't
quite
we?
good.
The
Speaker's nice.
When you said Neil then,
Yeah.
it reminded me of Neil Buchanan.
Neil Buchanan.
He started adding everyone on Facebook. Someone made a fake Neil
Who is
Buchanan.
that again?
Heart attack.
Heart attack.
He started adding
shit, yeah.
everyone at Mile End.
Didn't
Did he end up doing Silly Bang? I made that. Oh, it's a different guy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he looks similar. Did he kill himself?
No, it was a rumour.
Was that was
that's
it a
Mark's
rumour?
bait.
That was smart.
Oh,
Let's make it a thing. Where is Neil Buchanan?
where is Neil Buchanan?
If anyone knows.
Find
Please
him.
yeah.
write in.
How are we?
Good. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Feeling good. We
Nice
had a
and iPhone.
productive week
In
in
studio.
the studio. So I feel like we're on a bit of a high from that.
Tracks sound great, don't
Yeah,
they?
tracks sound good.
Thus far.
Yeah.
I've been in London over the weekend.
You haven't you?
What have you been up to?
I went to watch a theatre show.
Yeah.
Went to watch Plaza Suite, which has got Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick, a
HD.
real married couple. Yeah, of Sex and the City
and
fame.
you went as a married couple.
And I went as a married couple, yeah. No, it was good fun. Katie's a massive Sex and the City fan, as am I. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
What about the show?
Cozy.
Show was boss.
Less of that, please.
See what you did there.
Thank you.
No, it was good, yeah. Had some boss gran on the other days and came back yesterday. Yeah, lovely time all around, I would say.
I went to watch a film yesterday with Sophia.
Yeah, you told me. What was it called again?
It's called like Wicked Letters or something like that.
You
Little
can
Wick-
take my segment if you want, because I don't have one.
I went to the cinema as well.
Right, it the segment.
Hit it then, oh.
Josh on demand, but we'll bring the lights on.
It's changed to Joe now.
So
Yeah.
go first. Go on.
I went to watch. Do you know what? Should I find the actual title?
Yeah, I think you need to. You need
no
to go.
spoilers.
No.
Yeah, I went to the cinema.
Yep.
I watched Wicked Little Letters.
Yep.
I think it's called.
With Olivia Colman.
Yeah, really, really good. It was like I'd only see it was. First of all, and I said this to you yesterday.
Yeah.
The runtime was 1 hour and 40.
Don't get that much these days. Do
How
you?
good's that?
I was going to say that.
That's
I do
nice.
think films are becoming too long, I would say.
Yeah, I can't sit in a cinema that long
I think
without...
there's time and place for like a block, like a, what did you call it? Like a monster long film, but not every film needs to be that long.
Like I watched Oppenheimer. I thought was all right.
See, that's what you'd. I haven't seen it, but the hype and what it's about, that sounds like it should be that.
Yeah,
long.
it was. But whereas the Flowers of the Killing Moon or whatever,
Well, the
it called?
Scorsese
The
one.
Scorsese one. I was like, that didn't have to be that long.
Do you think
It's a good film though. I still enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it because I think if I went to a cinema and watched it, I'd be like,
These films are always long though. Goodfellas is long. Wolf of Wall Street's long.
but that Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street, mint films. And
Yeah.
like, whereas that one, at the end of it, it's like it's good, but I was a bit like,
Bit too slow burn.
it just
to be
didn't
that
need
long.
to be that long for me.
So,
But yeah,
so you enjoyed the fact it was 1 hour.
1 hour 40. I was like, bang into that. True story, or based on a true story, but me and Sophia were reading up about it afterwards. Really interesting.
What would you compare the film to in vibe, or not? Is it very original?
It's pretty original. She's hilarious, isn't she?
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to her on Radio 2 the other day, and she was making me laugh on that as well.
Yeah.
Like,
cozy face, isn't
she
she?
was saying
Proper
something like,
cozy.
she was saying something like, she was like, the guy, I can't remember who was interviewing her, was saying about Botox, and she was like, oh, I've had loads of Botox. And they were like, oh, have you really? She's like, yeah, loads of it. And then she was like, then he was like, oh, is it uncomfortable? Does it hurt? He went, of course, it's needles in your face. Saying that, and I was like,
so
it's
peep show.
Yeah, I was like, it's class that. But it was, but yeah, no, honestly, it was, the dynamic between the two female leads is amazing. I can't explain. I don't want to go into it because obviously I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
She's got to be one of the most versatile actresses ever, hasn't she?
Oh, she's amazing.
She's in everything, isn't she?
Yeah,
so
considering how,
good.
like, you know, where she started and where she is now. And
Where
all
did
that.
she start? What's her story?
She's in The Office, isn't she?
Office, yeah.
Like
She's in that Mitchell & Webb look. She's in Peep Show.
proper British stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And then worked her way up to Hollywood,
Broadchurch.
man.
A few of them people-
Broadchurch was boss.
Fucking class.
A few of them people are
There's a
in.
blast from the past.
a few of them people like Olivia Colman. Like if you watch like the old Officers or like Peep shows, you see loads of actors in who
Who've
like
gone on
pop
to
up
make
across
it,
like
yeah.
all of them. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
They went
Spread
to uni
across.
together, I think, a lot of them.
But yeah, something like that. It's all. But yeah, honestly,
Rating.
I'd rate it. Oh, do you know what? I'd go hard. It was funny as well. It was really funny. I
Don't
was
be
really
shy,
hooked in the
just
story.
Say what you think.
9.5.
Wow.
What's it called?
Wicked Little Letters.
Wicked Little
I'm
Letters.
going to
Give
watch
that a
that
go.
with Kay.
Yeah,
Miles, what did you
That's what I
watch?
was going to say. I was going to say, if you, do you know what I mean? Like, I went with Sophia and we had just a really nice night. Dead short, dead
Better than a
sound.
shit night, innit?
Better than a shit night.
Unless you need a shit. Yeah, went to watch Iron Claw. Zac Efron.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White.
I've heard
Is it called a biopic?
Zac Efron.
When I don't know if it's a biopic where you
So
it's like a
The Iron
historical.
Claw.
Something happened. Yeah, it's like a real
It's
story.
based on a true story again, isn't it? Yeah.
So it's a biopic. Yeah, really well done. I really enjoyed it. Wrestling. Didn't really know much about it. Didn't really know
I've heard
much.
a few people saying they didn't think much of it, went to watch and they're like crying and shit.
Yeah, it's really
Deep.
really sad film, but it's really good. Really, just liked it. I don't want to. It's hard to say much about it. But it's about like a family of wrestlers, and they're all like a load of brothers, and they all like, you know what I mean, like the 70s and early 80s, mid 80s, like being like wrestlers and shit like that, and you know, shit happens, and it's good. I would, yeah.
Rating?
I would rate it. I'd rate it. Do you know what? Probably about an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good solid number.
Yeah, I mean, I walked out and I did that thing where I was like, right, best get back into the car park, and it's about to run out. Do you know what I mean? So didn't watch the credits, went out, and I was like, you know, you get transported from like a really emotional, like fictional world in your mind, and then you're just going into a car park, and I was feeling a bit dazed. Made me dazed.
Oh.
It's similar to when you like. I went to see Top Gun 2 last year or something like that, and I got back in my car feeling like I was in the cockpit of a
Yeah.
F-16.
I mean,
Fuck you now.
there's some excuses for your driving, but I don't think that's one.
It's not the best, is it?
Well, no,
Hands up.
I actually recommend it. It's
Not
like
me, right?
something I didn't ever think of, like wrestling or anything like that. And Zac Efron did really well in it. It's got him, the guy from The Beasts,
I'm
in
sure he
it.
buzzes off that praise.
Oh, no, what?
The
The bear.
bear.
That's why I said it.
The bear. He's in it.
Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
He's doing bits at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
While we're on the
Tom.
topic of him, I see so many similarities with him and Gene Wilder.
A lot of people say that, don't they? Yeah.
R.I.P.
Is
mate.
it a thing that?
He's a ringer, isn't he?
Because
Yeah.
as soon as I saw him, I was like, that's fucking Willy Wonka. Gene Wilder. All
You're
his
off your bleeding nut,
all
Wonka.
his mannerisms and everything.
My
Charlie.
favourite quote.
Gene
We
Wilder, man.
always,
We always quote.
me and you
the
quote that
first,
film a
the
lot.
OG.
Yeah.
Curio.
There's 3 of them now, isn't there?
Yeah. Do you know what? Have you seen the latest
Oh,
one?
the one with Charlemagne.
Yeah, we went to watch it, didn't we? It's
Yeah.
not. That's all right. 'Cause it's not. It's like. It's set before
Set
Willy
before
Wonka.
when he's younger.
We went to Everyman
Yeah.
in town. Good.
Yeah.
After the footy one time, me and Tom were just like,
Did you?
It was good.
few pints.
Not just me and him.
You still us?
Not like just me and him going to the cinema.
What's wrong with that anyway?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I'd
but
go
we
to the
we didn't do that.
I'd go to the cinema with you anytime.
We've been to the cinema.
We
We
have.
watched Reverend, didn't we?
Is that what we...
Yeah, we went to Stockport.
No,
Yeah,
that's
like
a film.
8 years ago.
That's a film.
Yeah, it was
Forgot
like
about
3.5 hours long, and I was having like
That bear
borderline
scene.
panic attacks in there. It was really weird.
That
Yeah.
beast
Was
scene
ya?
is good.
Is that what we did? Do you remember we went to the cinema?
You're
We
being
did.
dramatic.
No, I'm pretty certain that they changed the frame rate in certain battles, but I didn't know if it was my eyes doing it. So I went from 24 frames a second to like 60 for like a few seconds, and it proper sent me
It
under.
wasn't just marijuana, was it?
Yeah, probably was.
No, I was going to say that
Separate
sounds
to this,
weird.
while I'm looking at you,
I'm sorry.
we've had some news this week that Apple have launched basically Where's My Thing
Yeah.
Ring. So I want to get your take on the thing
I'm
ring.
just glad someone's doing it, like I am.
Are you not annoyed that they've stolen your idea?
Look, I'm getting my bathroom done. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully. So it's just for me invested in something like that. I'm all right. Do you know what I mean? They can take the idea that I came up with first.
But you should be. Do you not think you should be owed something?
Nah.
It's amazing that they've created a fully developed product only 2 weeks after Miles suggested
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, at the moment, it's
If
not,
anyone
it's
can
not,
do it though, it's them, innit?
Nah, at
And
the
they haven't
moment-
actually done it though.
at
They've
the
just
moment,
shown
it's
the
not-
picture.
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Apple Ring as well. It should still. I still prefer Where's
Apple
My
Ring
Thing
piece.
Ring.
Where's my thing ring? Yeah.
Apple Ring.
I mean, I still think it's a shit idea.
You'll be 8 in a year. You'll be like, see him on a ring. You'll fucking buzz off at you.
No, I wouldn't.
You would. You're well going to get one of them.
I'm not.
No, you'd be walking around like that.
Wear it on his thumb.
Walking around like this.
It's
Like that.
it's not at all me. Where's my?
Fucking is.
Because you said the idea of where's my thing ring for you is to find out where your
Here's a
things
curveball.
are. But you lost.
But
But it's not,
everything.
no, that the Apple one they've announced is actually the one I said they probably couldn't do, which is it records your steps, does your heart rate, and
Yeah,
does
it's
all
just
health.
an
It's
Apple
nothing to do
Watch.
with where's my things. So
No,
that's
but
probably why
you
they.
definitely could do that. I just lose things, but that is definitely a feature where you just go like that, and then you get your fucking phone. Charlie?
Can it?
Can you imagine getting down on one knee and opening
The thing
the
ring.
ring and proposing with the thing ring?
Is that your plans?
Jesus Christ. Just change the subject. Please.
I mean, if someone proposed to me,
With the where's my thing ring?
a bit of tech,
That's good actually. Yeah.
I'd be like, it's also a bit of tech.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but you fucking come on.
Will you track your steps with me?
Should we talk about our proposals just quickly for a laugh?
Proposals? Yeah,
'cause us three
that's
have pro-
nice.
us three have
Yeah, that's
proposed,
nice.
haven't we?
Yeah, that's
I
really
feel like
nice.
you've got
Yeah.
insights into
Who wants to
the
go
psyche.
first?
Well, should we go in order? I went first, didn't I?
So,
Yeah.
set the scene, set the time.
I'll just be quick. I don't want to spend ages doing
Oh,
it.
well, this is got a long story anyway.
Romantic as ever, Tom.
Mine was Christmas Day and in a dressing gown, and I just give it as a present. 20, yeah, into 21. So I give it as wrapped it up as a present.
What were the words?
I didn't say anything. I give it as a present.
Just like, there you go.
Yeah, obviously then thinking she'll open it and understand what's going on. And she did. And then she was like,
Didn't you say, are we fucking doing it or
I
what?
was like, are we doing it then? We're getting married.
I
She was
said
like,
something like
then
that.
she said, Kate said, at least get on one knee. So she made me
Fair
get on
enough.
one knee next to the bed. And I did for a laugh. And that was it. So mine wasn't, it feels like it's quite me, to be fair.
I remember when you FaceTime everyone individually, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah. I was like,
I
a bit
remember
early.
just being overwhelmed with emotion, probably because I'd been out the night before.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was still coming
Hungover as
down off
fuck.
it. But no, it was nice
Yeah, it was-
moment. That,
No,
yeah.
no film crew
Enjoyed it.
for it then, Tom.
Sorry, Joe.
No, I
No,
I
Disrupted
thought
No,
I thought not.
It's not
Do you know
your-
what? In reality, it was.
What?
It was because it was COVID, or like it was COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I would have done it in New York, I think, in like our favourite restaurant. I would have dialed up the romance slightly.
It's
But
that thing though, isn't it, where it's like one or the other.
I'd made my
Do you
decision.
know what I mean?
It was COVID. I was like, just do it on Christmas Day, because then you do start to build it up in your head.
There's something about doing it in complete privacy that I think is really sweet though. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a moment that just you two were there.
There's a lot of charm in
And
that.
there's something nice
yeah,
about that.
it felt
With more
very
charm.
us.
I feel like you can actually.
It wouldn't be me
actually
doing it in
show.
front of like loads of people.
Yeah,
no
but I'm
way.
saying that's what I mean. If you're in New York or something like that in your favourite restaurant, you are, aren't you? You're doing it there. Dunno.
Yeah, I suppose.
Selfie stick in front of the Trevi Fountain is not you, is it?
No.
That's nice. Yeah, I did
Here
it
we
at
go.
our arena gig. That's what I was going to say. Actually, I was going to ask you: did you get Katie?
Not
Go
big
on.
business, the building.
Did you get Katie a Christmas present as well?
Did I fuck?
Love that.
You joking?
No, so
Fucking hell,
it's a joke in it between like girls where they say like it's a cop out. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a cop out to get out of
I
like
don't think it's a cop. I think that's
No.
sensible.
no, but it's the cop out to get out of a difficult Christmas present. Do you know what I mean? Like I fucking get
three Christmases in one.
That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, it was good. Do you know what? To like off the scent a little bit.
Yeah,
you mean?
that's
Maybe
what I
I
thought.
can't remember. It's a few years.
Do you know what I mean? Did you get, like-
Maybe I got like a shit wrap.
Did you get
up.
like a wrap up as well and go?
Not a shit wrap up.
And then like you know when she picks up that one, you go no, don't open that one first.
Stocking
Don't open
filler.
that one. Like imagine the ring and then like a fucking pair of socks. Oh,
socks?
cute. I did it at our arena gig in Manchester for a
After
few
we'd
reasons.
headlined.
Already there, aren't you? So
Well, I did it because that is where I first saw Sophia.
Yep.
Me and Tom went to Arctic Monkeys with a few mates. We saw her there, and I was like, "She's well fit."
It was just me and you there.
Oh yeah.
did you have that thing
It
where
was
do you
2013.
only hear about like your parents meeting and it's like I saw her in a pub and I said I'm going to marry that woman? Was it like that?
No.
That's so OG, innit?
is,
How
it
OG
One
is
step
that
away
though?
from that though.
No, but it is
you,
the way
you saw
it's
her
like,
and,
gonna
and
marry that woman.
it made an impression
fucking
on you.
80s.
Yeah,
but, you know.
I saw her and thought, "Wow." To be honest, I saw her
Yeah.
and thought, "Well, out of my league."
Yeah.
But then the band became sexual and I thought, I can do this now. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, do you know? But I was like, yeah, and then, like I say, I saw her there and thought, oh, and then we did a gig. I saw her at the gig and made a beeline for her and just said, going for drinks afterwards. And then there we go, the rest is history. But yeah,
Arena felt fitting.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
And you wanted to do it. I think once you've made your mind up in your head, you're kind of like, okay, what's the event or somewhere I can do it?
Yeah, I liked. Well, and I wanted to do it, so I did it. Obviously, I didn't do it on the stage at Arena because Sophia would fucking kill me if I did that. It's just not us at all. I did it in like a room in the back, just on our own.
Janitor's room.
I took her in and went,
toilet.
"Oh, Sophia, come here." And we went into this like, it was just an empty dressing room, and I sort of got down on one knee. And said, "Well, you
start crying."
Well, I had this big thing playing like, "Oh, do you know what I mean?" Blah, blah, where we met, and I had this big like thing that I was going to say. And I just got in the room and said, "Oh, you married me," and just started crying straight away. And then she cried, and then we both hugged, and then
lame.
Had a kiss.
No, that's nice. That's really nice.
And then we came in.
That's probably why I did it in private.
Like, and then we had the champagne, and
because obviously we knew.
Yeah,
what you were doing.
But honestly, fuck me, I was shitting myself. The gig anyway is our first like arena gig on our own. So I was shitting myself for that. The whole gig, I was shitting myself.
You're like, why have I decided?
I was like, I'd never plan that again like that. Like just two massive things on the same day. I was like,
positive.
But yeah, I loved that, and I loved the arena for that. When we were there the other day, I was like, oh,
hard hat.
It's got, you know what I mean? It's
got a place in your
very poignant
heart.
in my life.
Yeah,
the AO Arena.
AO.
Go on, Miles, yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Last one now.
Yeah, last one now. I was thinking about it for a while, and I was like, me and Emily really like Glastonbury, so I was like, do it at Glastonbury.
I remember.
However, I planned it not with much time leading up to it. I got like a custom ring made, do you know what I mean? And he was like, I'll get you done in time.
Where's my thing ring?
Yeah, where's my thing ring? And the ring was ready like 2 days before I went to Glastonbury. Hid the ring in like, because we were playing in like one of my jackets. So that was a bit anxious, just in the fucking truck, the ring. And then got it out of the dressing room. And then, put it on a hot dog. Everyone was there. I didn't want to tell anyone because I wanted it to be a surprise because it would be more pressure than if everyone knew.
I remember.
But then I told your dad at the Killers because I was bladdered. And he was like, "You're looking forward to Glastonbury?" I was like, "Not the only thing to look forward to." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, now he's like, what do you fucking mean? He like cornered me. I was like,
to put it into context, obviously Miles lived with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
So like we've got like a brother relationship, and obviously my dad's your dad.
Yeah. That's it. So, but then luckily, but then like, because we were staying in a tent, they got like a load of like nice like decorations and stuff, and like they told everyone, and everyone was there, weren't they? I put it on the hot dog.
Watching Billie Eilish.
Yeah, watching Billie Eilish. Put it on the hot dog. Necked 2 pints of beer, literally in 5 minutes, because I was like, bit nerve-wracking this. Pissed, on one knee, give it her. I was like, do you fancy it then? And she was like, yeah. That was it. That was literally it. Yeah, it's its own vibe.
Romance, eh?
Romance, eh?
Do you want to flip this round? Do some negative shit now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Negative YouTube comment. Yeah,
love it.
So going in strong. This is on. I think this is on us playing at Transmit. I think.
Which year? 21. When I'm in the Bellafraud jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Sunny.
At
Sunny.
Michael McGrath 707. Sorry, 7. Jesus. Michael McGrath.
Prank call.
7087. Just commented negative. that was quite creative though.
Well done.
Then Karen here says, "Blossoms have lost their way."
Lost.
Oh, wow. Lost their way. He's quite scathing that one.
What video was this?
Transmit. Playing Care for 2021.
I don't really get that because why Blossoms have lost their way. It sounds boss live. Care for.
This is on the former Twitter, now X.
No, what did you say? X, formerly known as Twitter.
X, formerly known as Twitter. This person says, "If you want to laugh the shit out of nowhere, I suggest watching Blossoms to boost up your day."
That could be a positive though, couldn't it?
What's that in context with, Josh?
You know what? It could actually be in relation to the podcast. I've just realised because it's a recent tweet.
I feel like that's
it probably is, isn't it?
That's positive Twitter comment of the week.
I found another on X here.
Don't have to look far on there, probably.
This is from 2018.
That was the last tweet, wasn't it, that we got?
Yeah.
Cheers.
It says, "Hi, we're the Blossoms from Stockport. We're a band from Stockport. Our name is from a pub in Stockport. We're all from Stockport. Come see us play a live show in Stockport. Watch our music video filmed in Stockport. Our album cover was taken in Stockport. Yeah. Thought that was pretty good.
I remember that at the time. I was like, Touche. Fair
Wasn't
play.
that, yeah, I remember seeing that and laughing. I think after that didn't we go to New York and do the album cover?
Can't do.
Yeah.
And then the music video was fucking Japan.
Yeah, we were like, right,
Fuck
we
yeah.
get the point.
But yeah, there's just a few there for a laugh. Anyone else got any?
I've not actually looked.
I've not got any negative ones. All good.
Oh, move swiftly on then.
Yeah, no.
Where was I the other day? Might have been the Jolly Set. No, where was it? Hello.
The Swan.
The Swan.
Yeah.
Swan with two nets.
Fucking great pub.
And we all kind of moved into the back, didn't we?
Good vibe.
So
Love that pub.
Went to the toilet, went in the front room, and there's a bloke there, sat on a stool on his own. He's got a black shirt on, black shorts, black socks, black boots, and a whistle in his mouth. I thought, this cunt's going to kick off in a minute.
Fucking hell.
I thought you'd say something real.
Did you?
I was like, no, but then as soon as you started saying that, I was like, where's he going?
Where's
with this now?
what's this now? It's always
Moving on.
Chaz's dad jokes. There needs to be a section.
Where's that
this.
from?
What? The dad joke?
Yeah. There was a
Probably one of your
story
granddads,
behind it.
Don't reveal my sources.
I thought of something the other day, and I don't know if we spoke about it before. When you were younger, what age was it when you actually thought, I want to be in a band?
Right,
What-
now, this is real. And I've not mentioned this to anyone before because I forgot about it for a while.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
But I remember
this is like scripted, the way I
this
said that then,
is
you-
so knobhead. This is proper dickhead. But I remember in year 8 walking down the field in school, and I'm not saying that I am. I remember walking down the field in year 8, looking at everyone and going, I'm going to be different one day. No, comma, I'm going to be famous.
Whoa!
Comma.
Did
Yeah.
you put the comma in your head as well?
Yeah.
Well done.
Wow.
Dickhead.
You actually thought that?
And I remember that. How dickhead is that?
No, do you know what?
No, because no. Do you know what I mean? Why?
No,
no, delusional.
No,
It's not though, is it?
I think. You see,
it's proper
You
dickhead.
manifested it.
that's what I'm
It
saying.
is dickhead as fuck.
I think there's something to be saying about when
How
you
old are you
really
in year
want
8?
something.
No,
If
no.
you fully believe in your head.
No, there's none of that. Plucked from the fucking nest of luck, mate.
Manifestation
No,
thing.
it's
I just thought it was funny because I probably believed
No,
it.
because I was saying, like, do you know when I was younger, like even out before this, like when I was like,
What?
okay, what them two having a little.
No, just talking about manifestation. BM does it, but for money.
Does he?
About money, manifest coming into money.
Yeah, and then gets loads on premium bonds.
Really?
Yeah.
Obvious disclaimer, we're all equal. I don't think I'm better than anyone, even though I did in year 8 think that. No, but like
You've grown up from year 8 yourself. No,
it's just an interesting.
honestly,
It was just a dickhead thing.
when I was really young, it must have been about 11, 12, when I started getting into music a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like Nirvana and stuff like that. And I used to, me and Alison Welsh used to put my TV on like a white noise channel and pretend it was a crowd and pretend we were in a band.
Creative, that.
Mad that, innit? I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, it's weird that. And I was thinking about like all the times that I always wanted to be in a band, and I got a guitar, and I was just so shit and just thought, fuck that.
Chantry.
Can't be arsed at that. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously got.
Oh, that video of you like just being cool with a tambourine is meant. We need to get that.
my old band.
Yeah,
we
that's
should get that,
fucking.
don't we?
We'll
That's
find
fucking,
that.
yeah, it is awful. I mean, do you know what, I had
you
a
need
fucking
these
good
things.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I've sort of always wanted to be in a band, and then obviously when I met you, and you're very talented, and your old band, I was like, oh come on, I can't be in the band, and I like tried to help out, didn't I?
Yeah.
And like
Big fan.
big fan, tried to like help manage.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
I
I never like wanted to be. From being
no,
young,
that's
I never
fucking
like wanted to be in a band. I wouldn't say.
Even when we started this, you didn't really.
I didn't. I was more into football when I was younger.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
I still loved
Football crazy.
football.
Chocolate
crazy.
man.
No, but then I got into like I was in the plays at school, so there was like a little acting phase, and then I was like, and then I was making films, wasn't I? So I kind of always thought making films would be the thing that I got into. The writing tunes was like a hobby on the side.
I was speaking to Neil Summers about the films the other day.
Is that why you were trying to find it?
Yeah, you can't find
Would
it.
you ever? Oh, you about yours?
Would I ever what? Were you
I
gonna
was
say?
just gonna. What films are you talking about here?
When I
Tom's
was
films
younger.
he used to
Oh
make.
right. Would you ever like just release any of that into existence?
I don't know. Maybe one day I would. I don't know. I've got them on an hard drive, so I need to go
Slow
through.
news day.
Yeah.
Get them out.
If you got them on hard drive,
we should have a day where we just watch them for a while.
Yeah, that's class.
But yeah, that's why I didn't think. I'm not really a big far ahead thinker, I wouldn't say.
When was the moment? Because
when we started this band, I thought, okay, it feels different and good.
Yeah. These weird.
But even when I was in my other band, like I was like, you were doing it, but I wasn't like obsessed the way I was when we started this band.
Yeah, because I remember when
I enjoyed doing it and I loved writing tunes, but I also loved making films as like equally.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I remember when I started the old band with Charlie, I remember saying to Chaz, like, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we're good enough to do anything? And Chaz went, we might get one tour. Bobby Franks. Do you know what I mean? When we started this band.
All right, yeah.
But it
did feel different, didn't it? What about you? Because you've always been like...
I've always
I've always
wanted it.
I suppose your Uncle John as well sort of helped propel that.
My dad mainly. Yeah. I've always wanted to play music for a living. But I think when you get together with like-minded people and your mates, you want it even more then, don't you? And it's working. What was I going to say?
Yeah, what was the moment though? Was there ever a moment like you remember? Like I remember sitting there putting the TV on that, thinking, "Oh, I'd love to be in a band." Miles remembers walking through, being, "I'm better than everyone else."
That wasn't even relevant. It wasn't even a band.
No, I get
it was
that.
just summer.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I remember
lame.
maybe I thought, I don't know. I don't know if I ever realistically thought it. I knew once I started playing gigs, I liked it. I felt like this is an extension of my personality where I can come out my shell a bit because I'm pretty shy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You were very, very shy as well when you were younger.
It was a way to fucking meet people and like they had come to you and talk to you basically. Because I'm never going to go up to anyone.
Cheat code.
So being in the band and being the singer was just like, okay, now people come and speak to you after the gig. Yeah. So there was, looking back, I don't really think I've realised that at the time.
When there must have been a moment when you were like, because looking back, like when I was looking around, or I thought about that the other day, and I thought, fucking hell, actually, Tom always had like a keyboard in your room and that, and always messed about musically when you were younger.
Yeah,
it was always think about it.
Yeah, it was pretty young.
did that. Miles, you always messing around music, like me and you, like gorillas and shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
then he's like, you obviously messed around with music a lot.
Everybody messes around.
Stuff in the house.
Josh, do you know what I mean? Obviously. So I was thinking, when was the time when you thought, or is there might not even be one.
I don't think realistically you
can think about where you go, that was the moment I thought I really, really want to be in a band. Do you know what I mean?
It was probably at school, you know, like, because I used to play with that teacher, didn't I?
Yeah.
Riggle. Mr. Riggle used to play the piano and the guitar, and I just felt like part of something. I was like, this is fucking mint. This is what I want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what I liked. I liked the mentality of like, you had your little gang, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Camaraderie.
Going back to what you're saying
everyone
about...
was into sport at the time.
I was going to say, going back to something about your music class, in Offie, in my year, or even the other years, I noticed music was kind of just a just fuck about lesson.
Yeah.
And no one took it seriously. Even the people who took it at like GCSE, they just... Well, not sit on the phone. But like for hours, I was always fucking well into it. And there's always a couple of heads that were knocking about, but...
See, I fucked about in music.
Did you?
Yeah, like, because obviously I was in a band with like Kyle, who was a year younger. So we never like, you go to the music, in the Octagon it was called, and make music there. I never did that.
No.
70s.
I didn't learn anything from it. I fucked about just playing stuff, you know what I mean?
I learned how to play guitar in that though.
Hayley Quinn
taught me how to play guitar, because I only played keyboard up until that point. But yeah, it's what... I know what you mean. It is mad. Yeah.
It was a weird one at our school because...
what year was that then?
Year 8 maybe?
Yeah, it's the same
as
Miles' selfish year.
To be fair though, you're saying year 8 when I started playing I started learning piano in year 8, so we're all the same age really of like...
I suppose that's the time you actually start thinking about
hobbies and shit.
What you want to do when you're old. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't think about it as what I want to do.
No, but I mean...
It was just and also I used to get out of lessons with it. So I could just say in science, I've got a music lesson and just fuck off.
Yeah.
But there was in our school hall, if you can picture like a typical like pre-war school hall, the stage is in the front. Everyone used to have the lunch in the hall, didn't they, at Curzon?
Not before the war.
It upgraded a bit by the time I was...
to the left of the stage, that was where the grand piano was, and there was a bass amp like built into the units. And all the band used to play there, and I used to just tinkle on the bass and the guitar at lunchtime. And when all the people were having the lunch, they just used to come up and say, "Can you play this? Can you play that?" And it became like
session at lunch.
It became like a bit of a thing.
I remember doing that.
Pretty cool, this.
Like being like that person that
I've just remembered something really fucking weird. I was playing piano. I had like there's a little room in the second music room.
We crossed paths at one time.
Maybe. I was one of those annoying kids that just followed people around. Just followed them and was just like, the grip. That's probably that. Probably did it. But I remember playing piano in like this little room at lunchtimes, and these two guys came and they were a bit weird. This guy came up to me and went, "Do you want to put a drumstick on my ass?" and he got a drumstick and said, "I'll put it on my ass," and I just went, "No," and walked off. How weird is that? How fucking weird is that?
Who was it?
Some fucking weird cunt. So weird, like year 10.
We're just asked.
So Josh, was it the invention of the wax cylinder that made you walk against music? Or?
Come on. Please take one. No. So School of Rock came out when I was 6. So
weirdly, I knew you around the time we're talking about now. Well, for us in like year 8, I obviously I knew you then. So like I remember you coming up to me playing. You taught me how to play Wonderwall and guitar.
Yeah, well, because I started playing guitar when I was about 10. We got a drum kit when I was 6 off the back of watching School of Rock, because that came out. Yeah, I was 6 in 2003. So that came out. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then, but I just wanted to play. I used to play like my dad. There's a piano in the back room, and I'd have the drum kit set, so we played together. And then I think I started playing guitar, and then like at school you meet people and you start playing with them, like in the Octagon, for example. Yeah. And then you start learning like Arctic Monkeys tunes and everything. Hence, then
you start a band.
That's when I was like, it'd be cool to be able to do this with other people.
Yeah.
And then me and Tommy started writing tunes, and then obviously then you just end up playing, and then but it was rapid from that idea to then joining this band, because that was like a year after.
Oh, so it was quite late where you actually thought, I want to do this. It's like,
well, no, I always wanted to.
Yeah.
Music was always the thing, but I didn't know what format that was going to be in. Do you know what I mean?
But you hadn't been in a band long before you joined this band. You've been in your band a year, where I'd been in like my other band for like 4 years.
I hadn't been in a band that long, really. I know.
So yeah, so it was literally when you'd been in loads of bands, hadn't you?
Yeah,
Chaz.
I'd messed around with a few people.
Excuse me.
What about you?
Just the one. I was just going back to obviously just like a serious answer about thinking about what do you ever do, like be in a band or whatever when you grow up and shit. But I never like thought of that. I just remember the feeling of jamming in a room with people once it had gone after I fucking left my other band, because I just fucked about and just I think I got kicked out in the end because I'd never showed up to rehearsals and I was just going out and getting pissed and shit, so they were just like fuck off, and they went to uni and I was like a couple of years younger. But I remember playing with yous and I was like, there's a certain, like, sounds lame, but there's a certain feeling.
It's the chemistry,
that if you've not done it for years, you've never done it before, and you're actually like playing a band.
I remember that.
There's an actual feeling of just like buzzing.
Yeah.
I still get it now. I still get it now though.
But I think it's probably even more heightened for me as like a songwriter, because when you hear like your songs that you've written and then you hear other people playing it and make it come to life, because I've had that before, I know, with my other band, but it wasn't the same. Do you know what I mean? Whereas then, as soon as we did that first rehearsal, I was like,
it clicked.
What? This is fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like, it feels mint. You're like, wow.
It's like people's tiny like micro adaptations of what you're doing or what you imagine, and someone does something slightly different.
It brings it to life.
Yeah,
doesn't
and
it exists as this like small thing, and then you go, 5 people go bang on it.
Do you know what?
Shit.
Moral of the story: just join a band if you can, because I reckon these days, because you can like you can play quite a lot on your own. You don't.
Well, I was going to say this.
Aren't as rogue as they used to be.
There's a theory that I was watching this person speaking, and they were saying like, because like GarageBand and how like it heightened it is now. People who write tunes.
Oh yeah. Don't need
either
to.
One, they're not impatient. Impatient's probably the wrong word, but they go, and get it down there, and they put their idea in there, and that's it. You're married to that. So then when they get other people there, they don't go, play this, or they don't go, this is the song, this is it, or they put it out there straight away and go, I'm writing songs, this is it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, is it gonna die? Our band's gonna die out, that natural form, because people aren't. Do you know what I mean? Doing it, going, this is a tune. Don't do anything. Go in the room with your band and go, this is the song that we've got. Do you know what I mean? And like,
do you think that's maybe because you thinking can do too much of? Like, is that taking it too seriously? That
no,
I don't know.
Well, I think you could argue the other way. It'd take you too seriously multi-tracking it yourself on GarageBand.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Yeah, is that taking it too far?
I remember even things
I think an element
for you.
I think it depends what you are like. Because if I look back, I've always layered stuff up.
Yeah.
In a really rogue way. Like I used to do it on Sony Vegas. You know what I mean? Like. It was unreleasable stuff, and I'd always like layer my ideas down. But obviously, then when in between my old band and like us, I'd layered more stuff down. Do you know what I mean? And then once you find people to do it with, you just stop late. You just be like, oh, just wait till I see them.
Yeah, so, but I'm talking about like, but you did that, like you said, you did it in Rogue, it's probably out, but now you can just do it on your phone.
Yeah, it's weird.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like would, and I can't speak for. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying, would the impetus to even start a band be there now?
Maybe not for some.
Do you know what I mean?
I think there'll be a lot more multi-instrumentalists who can get further than we ever could.
I just find it interesting. I find it interesting. Like,
but I think there'll still be people in bands who need each other.
There's not. I mean, there's not many bands like us. You've like literally just mates. Do you know what I mean?
Join
like,
a band.
From school.
I've not even mentioned like I used to reply to like, ads on Gumtree way before like we was a band.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Isn't our keyboard ad still on there? Is it in the sense like we need a keyboard player?
You know, like singer, bass player wanted in this band, and I'd go and meet the people for these bands.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing that.
Auditions.
And this is when I'm like 17, 18, whatever. And I'd go and meet like 2 or 3 random lads in a pub and suss out the vibe straight away. Well, I met this band in Didsbury. It was like a math rock outfit. I was like, you know the vibe straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
One of the guys was making models out of fucking blue tack, and the other guy was just like staring through my soul. And I just went, nah.
That's why I didn't join my band then.
It's weird. That's how we met.
But
though.
seriously, yeah.
That's how we met.
Do you think that'll ever die out?
It's just people, innit?
But me and you met.
Nothing wrong with making models out of blue tack, by the way.
I might give it a go.
Me and you met like that though, because we like
met in the Woodstock in Didsbury.
That's but even though we were sort of loosely connected anyway, but we met in the pub because obviously I was in a band with Farley and that our old band.
Did Farley know you?
Yeah.
Or was it a
How did
loose?
Farley know me?
I don't know. Farley knew you and knew you were mint on bass.
How do you know me?
And then he said, because he was like, I'm going to start a band. And he was like, I need a drummer. I was like, I'll play for you for a bit, but I'm
I
not
met
very
him through a
good.
friend, I think, and then I went round his house one night because he lived on Winifred Road, didn't he? And we ended up singing together at his house in his bedroom, his mum and dad's house. Then we went into town and had a night out, and then took it from there.
But yeah, I remember meeting you like in the pub, being like,
Andy Denny. That's who I met Farley through. Andy Denny.
oh, yeah, because Denny
I've got
worked
this mate who plays guitar. He's called James Farley.
Denny worked at the Arm Lodge, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because then obviously I met you like that. But then obviously like you said, we had so many connections anyway. Weird. I find it weird how we only met.
Having lived so close for
Yeah,
that
and
amount of
even
time,
how
and
many
then-
of our mates intertwine, like Joe Light and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird that we never met till that point, but...
So the moral of the story is, if you can join a band, if you can't, don't.
What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
Hypothetical.
What would you do?
Hypothetical.
Thank you.
You've got...
I'll do that one first, Sam. I've only got 2.
Good. Thank God.
You get $100,000 automatically, but your last text message will be broadcast all over the world.
Oh dear.
What did you write in your last message?
You know what?
I'll go
I'm going
first.
to go on it now.
So my last message actually was to Chris Taylor because I thought I lost the GoPro batteries, and I texted him this morning saying, "Have you got my got a GoPro?" And he replied saying, "I'll have a look for it," but I found it in the GoPro. So the last thing I said was, "Oh, we found it. It was in one of the cameras. Nice one though."
I mean, this
So
is
you've
shit.
got how much money have you got now then?
100
I've got
grand.
100 grand, yeah. Because
Nice.
broadcast that.
Mine's dead. Mine's like, no, I'm about this week. Seedling.
Is that
Nice.
to Sophia?
Sophia, yeah, with a load of kisses.
I see you scrolling a lot there, Charlie. Are you sure this is your last message?
Yeah. My last iMessage.
Yeah.
Ours is the same.
Yeah,
Is it okay?
I was
Sorry, can't talk right now.
I was responding to Chaz's. He said that he's just had 2 coffees, and I said ha 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 ha. So that'd be my last.
The context is he's at Bespoke
in Heaton Moor,
which is a coffee place, and I put no Tyler, just had 2, and he's put ha 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 ha,
just laughed at the idea of him already having 2 coffees
and then having a third.
Boss.
What's yours?
Henry III.
Mine was
Henry.
mine is to the guy from the Savoy in
Cinema.
cinema in Heaton Moor because we're arranging to go and watch a film together, aren't
From one Savoy
Yeah.
to another.
And it's my text to him. He said, yeah, of course, what time works for you guys? And I said, let me check with everyone and get back ASAP.
So we've all just got 100k.
Just 100 grand, yeah.
In dollars.
It went well, that.
Yeah, it could have gone a lot worse.
I mean, I think I'd always take that option, but I never.
Yeah, I would as well.
I'm so boring
Depends
on
who I'm
text.
slagging off at the time, do you know what I mean?
I'm so boring on text. I mean, I'd never slag him off on text. I wouldn't say to their face anyway. So.
Well, I'm glad that we've all got half a fucking mil in it.
We've not got half a mil, we've got 100 grand.
Each,
Miles.
but combined.
Someone's got a hypothetical look for you.
Ooh.
Good to know. You can know. It's all right, come on. What is it? You read out?
Fuck you, man.
Should we wait for the fan bit and do that?
Yeah,
No, but I like
Do it now.
I like this. I
Right,
like
go
the
on then.
merging. I like the merging.
Alright.
Is
We'll
it
do
from
14
Is it
minutes
from
for
Chaz?
I've got another one after that as well, and then we'll move to
Hector
fan bit.
Harrison.
Come on.
Strong name.
Hector.
Give it to me.
Good day from your biggest fans in Australia.
Wow.
Quite a lot of them recently.
Three
It's
now,
like-
isn't it?
it's the same family, isn't it?
Just been watching Come Dine With Me UK, and your track Charlemagne was the background music.
And that's what it's come to. Go on.
Got us thinking, would any of you ever go on Celebrity Come Dine With Me? What menu
about celebrity.
What menu would you serve? And the big question, would you lie and say you had made the bread or pastry yourself to win the £1,000 for charity?
That's just
Yeah,
a question, that, isn't it?
I'd definitely lie about it.
Kind of a hypothetical. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, what would you go on? What would you do? What
would you
meal would you
cook?
do? Innit? What would you cook?
What would I cook?
Yeah.
I've been
Arancini.
enjoying arancini recently. I did something
Have you got a
else.
special name for it?
Just arancini, but with two eyes at the end. Amagenie. But I'm dash
That's a
dash
podcast name, isn't it?
Amagenie.
Amagenie.
Amagenie. Just that.
That's quite. What, did Chris Pierce do the word association?
Yeah.
British Junko.
That's fucking good, that, you know.
Amagenie. Continue.
Arancini. Nice.
else?
Josh, what would you cook?
Oh God.
If you've not got a go-to dish, you always cook.
No, not at the minute. I'm cooking all sorts.
Oh, well.
Cooking vibes.
Chaz?
This is mad actually, because I woke up this morning. Do you know when you really need the loo in the middle of the night?
Piss or shit.
It's fine.
It's true. It's good thought.
Pesh. And I must have been dreaming about Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right.
Right. You know that scene where she makes tea for the family, doesn't she?
Right.
But she burns it and spills everything everywhere. So she gets a takeaway in, doesn't she? And makes it
pretend-
out like she's...
Yeah.
And then she says dinner is served and all that.
You do
Lights the
that?
candles. Probably do that.
Right.
Although I'm very much into me cooking.
I was going to say
recently.
you like cooking and things. What would you cook though, off the top of your head? Like, have you got a go-to dish? Can be shit or good as anything that you go to all the time that you cook. Like, you know, if you wake up,
Fish fingers.
you've not got the tea in yet. You're not thinking like, we'll just have that. Do you know what I mean? One you always cook and always make.
No. I think if it was doing Come Down With Me, I'd
I
do.
want it to be a good one.
I'd do like a Boss Sunday roast.
That's a great. That's a
I'll
good.
change
Yeah.
mine now.
Sorry.
Sunday roast is a really. You never see that on. I don't think I've
With
ever
all the
seen that on it as well either. Sunday roast is a belter.
I'd have karaoke after as well.
Oh yeah.
What the entertainment? Go on, Tom. What would you do?
I like doing a roast. I'd do a fucking Boss ragu or something.
Yeah, I'd probably do a
With
pasta. I'd probably do a
fresh pasta, though.
pasta dish.
Yeah.
And I think that bread bit, it just actually make the bread
Dave Lamb narration.
instead
Yeah,
of.
well, because sometimes people, you know what I mean? Because
do people
obviously,
blag it.
yeah, people
Right,
people
fair
plug
enough.
it and go like, oh, like, you know, people sit down when they're eating and go, did you make the meringue yourself? And they're like, no, I just bought it in.
Josh,
They go,
what's the doctor in the oven?
How funny is that? Come Down With Me when the guy kicks off. Well done, you. Or something
You've
like
got the money. Oh, it's genius.
Well done, Jane.
Go on, Miles.
Yeah.
What was
What's
your
yours?
hypothetical?
Oh no, we'll save that for next week.
I'd probably do a pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta. But do you know what? I really like making a shepherd's pie.
I'm making a ragu tonight. Actually, I've got the meat in the fridge.
Oh, boss.
And I've actually got
Lovely.
some beef livers
Nice.
to go in it because I was charmed after going to Straker's and
charming.
they had livers in the duck. So I thought, why not?
Why not?
So I'll let you know how it
Tasty.
goes.
This is the fan bit. This is the fan bit.
I'll kick off.
Thumbs at the ready.
I'll kick off.
Got it.
This is from Avery Madison. And
A strong name.
the not caption, what is it called? Caption?
Subject.
Fucking weird that, I forgot that. Opinions on freezing Haribos.
What is that? That sounds great.
So he says, "Hi Tom, Josh, Joe, Miles, and my boyfriend is." Just miss out Charlie there.
Sweet.
Yes.
My boyfriend is a huge fan of yours, and he's gotten me really into your music recently. I adore all of the cool like you, specifically.
At least someone does.
Your least favourite album, innit? But yeah, there we go. We've had a long-standing dispute over one issue, freezing stuff. I have admittedly, I have an fuck
Me to
me.
read it.
I have an admittedly odd habit. That's quite hard to say.
Admittedly, I'd have it.
Yeah, so you nearly fucked it up there.
So then you.
No, yeah. Of freezing stuff, specifically Haribo's and cookies out of the Co-op
Cookies?
bakery. Please weigh in on this,
Together.
and ideally side with me.
Do you mean like? So I need more context.
Comes like
Do they wait for them?
So, but does a Haribo
Do they
come
wait
like
for
a
them
fruit
to
pastille then?
Cookies? Oh, they're gonna go off shelf life, freeze them, defrost them, whatever. Haribo's don't understand.
You could use them as like ice, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Or is she using them as like a hard
That'd
sweet?
be good
that
in
you
like
soak
vodka
on?
or something.
maybe.
I think that is a drink, like vodka.
Do you know what
Haribo.
I've got into once? I really like frozen grapes.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know.
Frozen fruit and
Really
grapes and
nice
such.
frozen grapes. Really nice texture. Turn into like a slushy vibe.
I don't
I
like the
think-
idea of Haribo though. Myself.
I think I presume it could be to go in a drink or just to have as like a hard
a
sweet.
textural debate.
To suck on the sweet.
Haribo ice cubes is quite a good vibe.
Because if you had like a Love Art frozen, and you put it in your mouth, it would start to slowly,
True, yeah.
and
Defrost.
you'd probably get a
know
long
what?
You can get
experience. from
Why
it.
don't we try it next
You
week?
can get freeze-dried sweets, can't you? See, that's a massive thing at the moment. It's all over
Freeze-dried
everywhere.
coffee.
Isn't it? Like,
Well, it's a lot. You put them in cocktails and stuff. Obviously, having the bar and that. We've
Yeah, yeah.
had discussions about what could you freeze. You know, basically,
Well, now
what
you
can
know.
you freeze? This can be a shout. Has anyone got any suggestions what we could freeze to put in stuff?
oh, what for a cocktail?
Yeah,
Freeze me.
Aren't you already?
What's that?
That's how
What's
you
it
lasted
called
this
again?
long, innit?
You just keep me in here and turn the AC down. Fucking warm me up.
Josh,
next
get
time.
back in the chamber.
like Austin Powers.
Yeah. Like, what's his face? In the... What? It's not Skywalker, is it? Han Solo. Bloody hell.
I used to love that bit in Star Wars.
Such a good scene, that, innit?
Han Solo in D minor. Sorry, that was crap.
Any others?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a,
Oh, go
sorry,
on.
no, go ahead.
No, you go first, Josh.
I was just going to say there's a funny one that came through.
Should we wait for Miles, or...?
It's
Nah.
just a filler anyway. Hi, I looked at your website after finding your information, brackets, blossomspubcast@gmail.com, on Google. Your website can appear on Google's first page, brackets, Yahoo, Bing, etc. Could I email you a web report, proposal, or quote? I'm grateful.
Oh, so what?
Is
They're
that-
trying to get us up the
Do you know what? Fair play. Someone's trying to...
get us to number one on.
I
the
don't know if
thing.
it was like a bot thing, but fair play if it is a real one. And if so, thank you, Tracy.
That's it, Miles. You heard that then? Someone's trying to say they can put our
Bumpers
website...
on Google, so we're higher up.
Right.
Anyway,
It's quite you, that, isn't it?
What, Google?
Yeah, yeah.
Google Kellogg.
Yeah, okay.
Chaz, what did you say?
Yeah, Tom, do you want to read one out? I've just picked a random one here.
So this
Fucking
is
hell, that's loud.
from Jay. It says Honey Sweet Porsche 944s 44S. Hey peeps, I wrote to your Instagram a year ago inquiring about the car collector used for the Porsches in the Honey Sweet music video. I've been trying to track down my dad's car for years and came across it in Honey Sweet when my Spotify subscription expired. I don't get the
Whoa.
relation to that.
So, that's mad. So he's trying to find his dad's old car, and his dad's old car is in our music video.
It's the 944S at 1 minute 32 seconds. VOF 944S is the reg.
Fuck.
My dad sold it to a childhood friend's dad who sold it onto a collector before he passed away, my friend's dad. I've been chasing down this car for years and came across this email address on the podcast videos earlier today. Is there any way you could put me in touch with who supplied the cars or the video director? Well, the video director's us.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can put me in touch with who supplied the cars on the video director? I'm not in the best relationship right now with my family while I'm transitioning, and hopefully it'd be hopefully it would mean the world to be able to get in touch with who owns my dad's car and work towards owning it someday.
Fucking
JM21.
hell.
Be interested if we could find it. Trace it down.
We've
Well, like
got
you-
the reg plate. Did you say you can search the reg?
plate?
So that video, just for everyone, we directed it. So the car, we didn't use like a car collector.
We reached out to individual people.
We said, has any fans got any vintage cars want to have in the video?
Are they, I'm confused as to what this person's sending in.
Right, this person
wants to get the car.
So this
back.
person's dad had a car when they were younger, and he sold it, and they want to try and find that car
So
again.
they've wondered, where's the car? So they'll have gone on, I imagine they've gone on like Auto Trader elsewhere going, vintage Porsche 944.
And then by fluke that it's in our video.
They've watched our video and gone, that's the one.
It's been taxed, so the tax runs out in May 2024, but it's not been MOT'd.
So it's not on the
doesn't
road.
need to be MOT'd though.
No, tax exempt. You can't be exempt from an MOT.
Yeah, you can.
You can't, can you?
Yeah, my MG's MOT exempt.
You sure?
Yeah. No, I don't have to. My MG's not MOT'd.
So maybe it's exempt. This is like however many years ago, 2017.
Yeah.
Asking people to bring the things. So it's whether you can somehow go on
I'll
that
try
thread.
and go through the messages. Yeah.
We'll have a look off camera, so we're not just like, you know what I mean, throwing loads of fucking personal details about who owns a car on it.
Not gonna do it now.
So no, it's and then we'll
if we make any progress.
Yeah, we will.
Progress.
Yeah.
Progress. Yes.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Keep your eyes and ears peeled.
We will
on
find
this.
the car.
That's
We
interesting.
will
that,
find.
though. I like the idea of hunting down.
We
this car and
find any car.com. Right, last one now because I want to fucking
I need to
go home.
Stockport.
Right,
Fucking what? I want to go home.
come on. I need to fucking do this, don't I?
Debbie Hazel, can you recall? Oh, this is from Deb, the dog groomer. I don't need a good dog groomer. I've got a good one, but good dog groomers, I love them. I'd like to be a dog groomer, I reckon, you know. Or dog walker.
Just loving dogs.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If I had to do a new job. Can you recall the moment individually and or as a band when you realised you go full time with Blossoms and make a living from it, and how did that feel? May not want to read out the next bit out loud. Oh, here we go. We have thought about a competition for VIP tickets for Wythenshawe. Have you thought about a competition for VIP tickets for Wythenshawe? It's weird that, because it sort of goes into what we were saying before about starting a band and stuff, but
I think it happens slowly over time. It's not. I think with what happened, again, everyone's will be a different experience, won't it, being in a band. Some bands, I can draw examples, won't name them, but you start a band and say we make a demo, put it online, and a massive hype in the record industry begins about the band, and then they get a record deal from, say, Virgin, Polydor, etc. They give them X amount of money, and then they can live off that money. So that would be the moment that most people go.
It's a good documentary on Channel 4 about it. It's not really. Do you know what I mean?
BBC One, I think.
Was it? Sorry, BBC One. But that's. I don't know if it's still out there. But if that's a good insight into it as well. If you want what Tom's explaining there, like a massive hype.
So
band.
most times it's when you get a record deal. So then they give you money to live.
Propelled, aren't you?
With us, no one wanted to sign us for like 2.5 years after starting the band. So we started the band. We got good management about a year in. We got a booking agent at the same time as the management. But that doesn't equal making money.
No.
So they just can open doors, and they got us on bigger gigs and stuff, and then you get fees to cover your petrol and stuff. So we made no money still.
Our manager actively put money in.
Yeah, our manager
Invested.
Conrad he actually invested in us and helped us, pay for our food on the road, etc. So we didn't. Again, probably when we got a record deal was the moment where the actual relief. I think we'd done the odd gig here and there where I remember we played Night and Day on New Year's Eve, and we maybe got a couple of £100 each, and we thought, wow. But again, then you go 6 months without making any money again. So it wasn't until we got a record deal where we set up a wage, was it?
Yeah.
Then we started giving ourselves a wage per month after we got a record deal, and it was a really low wage. But
it was lower than my apprenticeship wage. Yeah.
For people's context, we started the band in January 2013, and we started getting a wage on a record deal in September 2015. So that's almost, it's longer than 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 2.5 years before we started getting money.
There was that awkward in between time of where we didn't have enough time to work part time, but then we didn't have any fucking money from earning the gigs.
That's when Conrad had to.
Yeah, there was probably about a year, really.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying.
A full 12 months where we were just like,
we got the
no income.
So
it was weird.
Right, you're going on tour supporting X, Y, Z. You're doing your toilet tour, but you make no money.
Yeah.
So that's the bit where you're like,
even after that.
I'm sorry, and that means you can't work as well at home because we were away on the road so much, so we all had to leave our part-time jobs.
Even after that, there's a weird time. Like when we had like the number one, the first album and stuff, you're putting so much money back into the band to like try and spread the word and go out everywhere. It's not like money's a weird one in music industry. It's not. I mean, there's not as much money as you think.
Might have changed.
Anyway.
It's probably changed again because we're talking nearly 10 years ish.
Yeah.
7, 8 years. When was it? 2016 was 8 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Different again, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's interesting. But I thought that was quite a sort of links into that.
Or links out.
Right, I need a wee. Let's fuck off.
See you guys.
Right, so if you want to fucking speak to us, send your email to... See you later.
Bye!